The success of Marston's model lies in the nature of the axes he selected and how they combine together. In a modern system, these axes are typically referred to as assertiveness and openness. Assertive people are proactive and direct. They lead rather than follow, and they like to take immediate action whenever they can. They believe in grasping opportunities and making their own way. Often independent and commanding, they prefer to give orders rather than take them, and will issue instructions rather than ask for cooperation. At the opposite end of this first axis, we have people with very low assertiveness, whom we describe as receptive. That term describes people who are patient and cautious. They prefer to avoid taking risks and will rarely take decisive action unless the pressure to do so is unavoidable. They dislike change or surprise and will seek calm, predictable situations. So the assertiveness axis deals with how ready a person is to take direct action. At one end, we have the people who tend to act, and at the other, people who tend to react. The second axis, crossing the first at right angles, measures the concept of openness. Extremely open people are friendly, trusting, and ingenuous. They express themselves easily and value strong relationships with other people. Open individuals tend to work on an emotional level, revealing their feelings to others and being ready to sympathize with those around them. People who fall at the low end of the openness axis are referred to as controlled. Controlled individuals are practical and somewhat skeptical in style. They value hard facts and rational argument above emotional considerations and prefer to follow their own ideas rather than rely on other people. A defining characteristic of this type of person is that they will rarely volunteer information about themselves to other people. So the openness axis describes how ready a person is to communicate with others. At a more basic level, the more open people tend to behave more socially, while the controlled people tend to work individually. Just as with the other biaxial models we've already discussed, the real power of this structure emerges when we consider how the two axes interact with one another. There are always four possible combinations, or quadrants, in a model like this. And now we'll take a closer look at each of them in turn.